Good afternoon, class. This is Kenneth Allen. I'm in your classroom and getting ready to start my science project here in the backyard of my house here. And what better way to do my science project than to do it out here in this beautiful nature, what we call Earth, and I love it. When we talking about Earth, mine is definitely on earth science, and I'm going to talk about identifying and analyzing the identical or the characteristics of soil and the profile. Just kind of like give you guys an idea of how soil comes about, the characteristics of it, and the profile of it. So let's begin. Again, I'm in my backyard, so just bear with me. All right, so I made up what they call a mock setup of my backyard and what I got going on here. And basically, I want to start with telling you a little bit about just soil in general. Soil is the upper layer of the earth in which grows plants. It is a black or brown, dark brown material, typically consisting of a mixture of organic remains, clay, and rock particles. The USDA, which is the United States Department of Agriculture, says that or states that soil is a natural comprised of solids, minerals, and organic matter, liquid and gases that occurs on the land surface, occupies space, and is characterized by one or both of the following, which is horizons or layers that are distinguishably from the initial material as a result of additions, losses, transfers, and transformations, and additions of energy and matter of the ability to support rooted plants in a natural environment. I'm going to tell you a little about the four types of soils that they have out there. There's a few of them out there, probably like, I think about six, but the main ones are the four ones that you see in the back here on my poster board. So let's bring it close a little bit here. Sorry I gotta lay down a little bit, but it feels good out here on this grass. The first one is clay. The second one we're gonna talk about is silt. The third one is sand, and the fourth one is loam, L-O-A-M. Okay, so clay is more like a warm, slowly and cool, slowly type soil. It's high in CEC, or fertile. It retains high levels of water, which can lead to working and drainage problems. You have your silt soils. Oops. A little windy out here, but it feels good. All right, let's stay up so we can get this done. Sorry about that. Silt soils is good water retention. It can be fertile, easier to work, unstable soil structure, and can lead to capping and waterlogging. The third one is what they call the sandy soil. And the sandy soil is quick to warm and cool. It drains freely, which makes them easier to work with, but also prone to drought. Organic matters break down quickly, and very sandy soils can have unsustainable structures. Nutrients leach out as no CEC is found in the sandy soils. And last but not least is the loam. This is the best of all worlds. The loam is the best one. The structure is easy to work with into crumbs, aggregates. It's good CEC combined with good drainage and water, holding capacity, and it is easy to work with. So as you can see on my poster board here, see if I can bring it a little bit closer. Gives the characteristics of the soil types: the clay, the loam, the sand, and the silt. I try to break it down a little bit better so you guys can see what I'm actually going through. But then we got what we call the additions, which is part of the soil forming process. So there's a process that you can utilize, and there's four of them, that it forms the process of the soil itself. So it's kind of like a forming process. So the addition is number one. which is materials added to the soil such as decomposing vegetation and organism. It's organic matter, or new material deposited by wind or water. Second is the loss of soil forming process. You can lose during the process of that as well. And this through the movement of wind or water, or uptake by plants, soil particles, sand, silt, clay, and organic matter, or chemical compounds can be eroded, leach, or harvest from the soil, altering the chemicals and physical makeup of the soil. As you can tell, it's pretty windy, but it's beautiful outside. And the third thing is transformation. The chemicals, weathering of sand and of formation of clay materials, transformation of coarse organic matter. Do apologize. Stay here. Stay there. Sorry about that. Clay materials, transformation of coarse organic matter into decay-resistant organic compounds, which is kind of like humus. Humus is kind of like it's a mixture of animals, dead animals, and the waste of dead animals, all mixed in one to help form the soil for transformation. All right, we'll get back and we'll lean that so that won't come happen again. Last but not least, which is the translocation, which is movement of soil constituents, organic or material or mineral, within the profile and or between horizons. Over time, this process is one of the horizons, more visibly noticed as herations in color, texture, and structure becoming apparent. Through these interactions, the full soil process, the soil constituents are reorganized into visibly chemically and physically distinct layers referred to as horizons. There are the 5 soil horizons. And the 5 soil horizons are, as you can see, I'm gonna pull here a little bit closer, bring my camera here. We have the O, the A, the B, and the C. The O is more of the top soil, the layer of the soil itself, which is more of the humus, which is the mixture, what I was explaining to you guys. You have the A, which is the top soil. You have a B, which is the subsoil. And then you have the C, which is horizon, which is more of the rock at the bottom, that sort of thing. So it's kind of like layers of your soil. So to give you a little bit more visual, I thought that might help a little bit. So what I did was I went out to purchase me a plant. Now I'm not a grower that much, as you can tell. My apron has a few little things that I use for planting outside if I have to. So this is my plant. Decided to go get a plant here and I'm gonna plant it here in my backyard. I think it's gonna be pretty nice. It's called a pentas. So what we're gonna do with this pentas, we're gonna open it up and we're gonna kind of like dissect it. We'll see if we can pull some layers and see what we're looking like as far as the characteristics and the top of the soil and just the soil profile, more of the soil profile. That way you can see exactly how it's done. So let's do that. All right. First things first, let's get the plant. And we take the plant out. All right. Here's the plant. As you can see, the top of the soil here of the plant itself is more of the O, which is a mixture, and then you see some roots here, and then it's more of a soft texture. Then you look at the bottom here. It doesn't have the rock, and the reason it doesn't have the rock is because we haven't really buried it deep into the ground. I mean, basically we will have to dig up or dig down a little further down, and once we plant this in there, what's going to happen is, if we can go as far as we can, the layers, it changes from a good soft texture mixed with different types of minerals, all the way down to the bottom of mixing inside, and that's where you get your rock and all that good stuff down there at the bottom, which is not really a good portion of it, but those are layers. Those are definitely layers of soil. There are different soils, which I explained to you, but when you get ready to start plant, just make sure that you know your soils, and know exactly how you want to handle your soils. Because if you don't plant it correctly and you don't have your soil and your right fertilizer, all that good stuff, it's not going to grow properly. And that's why soil is very important to learn about. This was definitely educational for me. I don't really do much of planting outside except when I go help with my girlfriend outside. But this was good, very educational. So again, thank you. I hope you guys enjoyed. I hope you guys learned a little bit about the characteristics of soil. It was beautiful outside. I'm really enjoying it. Again, I'm in my backyard. It feels great. And you guys have a good day, and can't wait till you guys observe it in class. Talk to you later, okay? See you later, Dr. Rosengrant. Thank you. Bye-bye.